Welcome to Picture Healer channel for Feng Shui and Holistic Living. Today we have a Feng Shui calendar free download for the upcoming September, October, November, and December of 2019. September is a beginning for many students. It's also a beginning for many parents too. Not long ago, we have a free download for the June Feng Shui calendar, and many people like that. So this time I have September to December of 2019, and I try to simplify it and reduce any confusion as much as I can. There's a link for free download in the description box below the video. If you are already in my email list, you will get the PDF download automatically. The most popular use of this Feng Shui calendar is a date selection. If you are planning a wedding or starting a business, or try to find a day to start a construction, or find the lucky day to travel, this calendar can show you the most auspicious day for the event. Let's take a look at the September 2019 calendar. Below the title of September 2019, I have a corresponding time for the Chinese lunar calendar. Some people get confused because the lunar calendar is about 1 month off from the Western calendar. For example, September 1st is actually the August 3rd on the Chinese lunar calendar. And the last day, the September 30th, is the September 2nd on the lunar calendar. Because the lunar calendar month has fewer days, usually 28 or 29 days, so it's very different from the Western calendar. But you don't have to know that if you just want to use the calendar for date selection. So in each day, I have some activities that's auspicious for that day. For example, September 3rd is great for wedding. The 4th is good for wedding, starting a construction, or moving to a new house. And on the 5th, it's a great day to start a business or construction. And below that, I have the conflicting sign of the day and also the conflicting direction of the day. So let's look closely to all the information I have in this calendar. In the traditional calendar, there's a lot of information, and I think most people don't need those. It gets confusing and you don't really use it. So I take out all the religious activities and also the activity related to the funeral and the burial ceremony. So here are some major activities in this calendar. The first one I have avoid. That means avoid all festive activities such as wedding, engagement, or starting a business, or even starting a construction. It's not the time to start any new project. Instead, it's a good time to reflect what's in the past and destroy the old or unwanted, maybe demolition of the house, or going to see doctors to fix anything that's broken. It's also a good time to cleanse yourself, take a bath, and meditate. And the next one is the wedding. That's very obvious. Any wedding or even engagement, you can find auspicious days for your wedding. That's the lucky day you can pick for happy marriage. And the next one is the business. That means it's an auspicious day to start a business, either literally starting a business by forming a corporation, or just means opening up your shop or reopen your store after long holidays. The next one is construction. It indicates the auspicious day to start a construction or renovation project around the house or commercial building. And the next one is for travel. It also shows you which day is auspicious or lucky for you to take a trip. That includes traveling to faraway place by airplane or nearby place by bus or car or any kind of transportation. So if you want to book an airplane, many Chinese people will look at the calendar to find the auspicious day. And the next one is moving. And it's usually meaning the day you move into your new house. But I'm sure it's good to use the moving day as moving out of the house too. And not every day has special activity indicated. Some days are just neutral, so some of them are blank without any activities. In the bottom of each day, I have information about conflicting animal signs and the conflicting direction. When we are planning special event, we can check everyone's animal signs. If it's conflicting with the day, maybe it's better to change to a different day. For example, if you are planning a wedding, either you or your spouse have a conflicting animal sign of the day, then maybe it's better to change the wedding day. Or if you are starting a business and your business partner's animal sign or your animal sign is conflicting, then you can pick a different day. And then we have the conflicting or the clashing direction of the day. It's either east, west, north, or south, and it's corresponding to the animal signs of the day. When we practice Feng Shui, usually we look at the yearly chart and the more permanent house chart. The daily direction is not as important, but sometimes we want to be very specific and more detailed, then we can look at the date conflicting direction. And one example is when you try to place a Feng Shui cure. For example, you want to place in the east of your house, but that day the east is conflicting. Maybe you can select a different day for the best result. And the last part is the element of the day. So each day we have one of the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, or water. And you can see I have it next to the date of the month. Each element lasts for 2 days. For example, September 2nd and 3rd are metal element, 4th and 5th are fire element, and 6th and 7th are water, 8 and 9 are earth, and so on and so forth. So you can use this information any way you want. If you know the 5-element chart or the 5-element relationship, you can certainly use that to enhance or reduce any element. There is a lot of theories behind all the calculations, and we don't need to know all of them. And luckily, we can just refer to what's on the calendar, and you know that day belongs to certain element and auspicious to certain activities or conflicting with certain animal signs. The purpose of this Feng Shui calendar or the lunar calendar should be to increase your confidence and your luck, so you feel more certain about your action and become more optimistic about your project. If there is some event or some timing you cannot change, don't feel stressed out or worried too much, because this is more of a tendency to follow the law of nature. That's the Chinese way of doing Feng Shui. I hope this calendar gives you a more concrete tool to decide your timing and also the selection of direction in Feng Shui or in everyday life. And don't forget to download the PDF file. The link is in the description box. Thank you for watching today, and I hope you enjoy the calendar. See you next time.